Alright, I got a Rock Auto box in the mail. I got the right size nuts, all individually bagged up. Create a lot of waste. Anyway, I guess they sell a lot of them individually. Anyway, so I got those on. And the first one on. That's what she'll look like. Stock. It's kind of weird. I don't normally take things that are custom and make them stock, but I guess there's a first for everything. I go ahead and work on the radio. So it's got a radio, it doesn't work. So I took the bezel off. It's an aftermarket radio. Took the bezel off. Somebody hacked it up pretty good. So I'm going to take this apart and see what I can figure out. So this truck is definitely dirty. Stereo's easy enough to get a hold of. So I see why the stereo wasn't working itself. The antenna plug was ripped out of the back. So no antenna, no sound, nothing but snow. So, and I don't know what these wires go to, but it does have a reverse camera wire. I may just go ahead and replace this thing with another cheapie, just like it really, with reverse camera, CarPlay, and all that stuff. Okay, so I'm going through all this wiring here. I'm thinking I'm gonna take the air compressor and blow out all this dust and stuff and then wipe it all down. But for right now, I'm gonna go through, label all these wires. It looks like I'm in a bundle right now of just speaker wires, so I'm just kind of taking them apart and labeling them. Right rear positive, right rear negative, and just going down the line for all of them until I can get the plugs out for the old stereo. That way I can still keep it together and get the new one hooked up. All right, I got the wiring kind of organized here. I got the plugs taken out. Everything is labeled. One of these plugs gets used in the truck. The other one just kind of hangs. This one here gets used. And I got all my speakers here and accessory power and battery right there. And this is the new wiring harness for the new system, and I've got that wire tied back. Everything I'm not going to use over here, accessory, ground, and battery, and then here's all the speakers. So getting ready to connect all this up so that I can make this 2 harnesses into one. All right, so here it goes. This is to the truck, and it goes down to the radio. These are the wires I'm not using at all. This thing, I don't know what it is, but I'm putting it back in there. I think it's something to do with Bluetooth. There's no labels on it or anything, but it was connected and the other stereo was working except for the AM FM. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it back the same way it was. Anyway, stick her back in, see what we got. All right, got her wired up. She's just sitting in there right now. About as neat as I can get. Just sitting there. See what we got. Nothing. All right. Oh, well, there we go. All right, so I went ahead and ordered another radio. So I'm gonna have to step away from this mess for a little while until the new radio gets here, and then I'll go ahead and figure this mess out and put a new wiring system and everything in there and get it all cleaned up. So in the process of waiting for that, I'm gonna move to something else. So I'm gonna replace the seat cushion. I'm gonna work on this one first, then I'm gonna do that one over there too, because that one's got a nice big hole there in it. So I'm gonna replace these seat cushions next. Now I got the driver's seat out. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts holding on to the brackets here. So I got that out. But then I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plugs to power a powered seat. 8 plugs, 6 bolts. I don't know, the seat ain't that. See that bad so far. Okay, I've taken the seat covers, put them on the best I could, and I've come to realize that where I ordered them from, which was eBay, they said they will fit electric seats and they will fit standard seats for the 08. They will not. So I'm not going to keep looking around all over the internet, because I've been looking all over and I can't seem to find one that fits specifically this seat. So what I'm going to do is, this is going to be a work truck. I want it to look decent, but it's going to be a work truck. So that little spot on the seat cover, I've already got it in the washing machine. I'm going to wash it, and then I'm going to go ahead and stitch it and put it back together with this old seat cushion here, and that should be good enough. All right, got the washed seat cushion back on the driver's side, and did a little stitch job there. It might last for a while, but anyway, seat cover's back on, nice and clean. So now I gotta put the rest of the plastic back on here and stick this back in the truck. All right, so I got the radio all hooked up. I have the reverse camera ran to the back. Reverse camera's set up, works good. When I go into reverse, the lights on the reverse camera come on, these lights come on, and those lights. So I got quite a bit of lights in reverse. And the camera works good. But I noticed that this stereo has a front camera and a rear camera. So I went ahead and ordered a front camera, and I'm about to put that in now. So since this radio has a spot for 2 cameras, I'm not gonna put it all back together with just one camera. So I went ahead and bought this one here. This is just a flush mount camera. I'm gonna mount right here in this grill so I can see out front. And this is down low, so I'll be able to see lower than the grill. Thought about putting it up higher, but I'd rather have it down low. I thought about putting it here, but that's a big old piece of steel behind there, so put it right here. There's really no need to have it. Figure what the hell for, I think this was $12 for this camera, and the radio's already ready for it, so what the hell, I'll run some wire. All right, I got the stereo done, and when I say done, I mean it's sitting in here wired in. That's my front camera. So front camera works. So got the radio all together. Decided to go ahead and pull this piece out here to clean it up. It still looks like crap, but it's a lot better than what it was. It was, I guess, full of soda and coffee or whatever, and it was pretty sticky and nasty, so took that off. Got this all hooked up. Got the original antenna ran back. It had a bad wire in it, so there was a plug over here on the other side. On this kick panel here, I was able to unplug it, get an extension to extend up here, so I got a good antenna. I don't have to use that little stick-on antenna. So I'm pretty well done. I just need to get this piece put back together, put the faceplate back on, and change that seat cover. So once I change that seat cover, the only thing left to do is ball joints. And I'm gonna take it for a ride, I think, before I even do the ball joints. All right, got the passenger side seat out. After you pull the t-shirt out of there that was in there to replace the hole, replace the cushion that was in there. It looks like crap. Here's the new seat cover. Here's the new seat cushion. So now I gotta take this apart and put this together. Get this back in the truck. I'm just about done with it. the front camera. And the rear camera, that's the rear camera. Now I gotta hook up the Apple CarPlay and connect it to my iPhone. I gotta check engine light now after I've done that exhaust. My new seat cover. It's looking pretty nice. Got some new floor mats. Fancy mats.